Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate everyone coming in tonight. We're going to have a chill stream tonight. We're going to go over a few things about the people, place, and things. People in the Void. We're going to have a good time tonight. Today is Monday, March the 18th. Had a pretty good day tonight. Pretty good day so far. Pretty good day so far. Well, of course, today we had some incidences. We had incidences with the cracked crab. Carl the cracked crab is acting up again. He's accusing people and myself. He's accusing me of not being Jewish again. All the while, all of a sudden, after all this time, after he's called me a dirty Jew and a Nazi and all this stuff over a period of months, now all of a sudden, while he's quoting Bible verses and said he spoke to the rabbis over the weekend and when they were reading the Torah in the temple and saying that all of a sudden he's saying he's Jewish. Now who would have thought that? All of a sudden he's claiming he's Jewish. That's very interesting. That's very convenient. Convenient and interesting. Yeah. He's claiming he's Jewish. And telling everybody to stay away from me. So, do whatever you feel is best, but there's no need to stay away from me or anybody. The person you need to stay away from is the person who's telling you to stay away from people. Carl 2.0. That's who you need to stay away from. Carl 2.0 and his crew. Because, he says I'm evil just for reading Bible verses in the morning. I think he thinks I'm evil because I'm reading Bible verses and I'm gaining subscribers and viewers and support. And he doesn't like that. So all of a sudden, whenever he read one Bible verse or was religious hardly of any kind, suddenly he's reading Bible verses and suddenly he's become Jewish. It's so laughable. It really is. It is laughable. I don't fault anybody for whatever they say their faith is, unlike him, who calls me fake and that I'm not really Jewish, and that is offensive. And I can read Bible verses, and I can read the Bible, and I can talk about Christianity as well as Judaism if I want to, because I observe both. And that's my right. I can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go to hell, like he says. He's very offensive and hateful. And he's the person that's going to have problems, not me. Tries to say I'm going to have trouble on the road to heaven because I'm reading Bible verses in the morning. I think he's upset because I'm successful in gaining subscribers and gaining and keeping up over his compatriot, his crew member, Noodle Dum Dum, who, by the way, I'm over almost 1,000 up on. And Noodle Dum Dum cannot figure that out because I'm still above the subscriber rate of him. And, it's funny because I only stream about one time a day for 1 hour. And he streams for 20 to 23 hours a day. And he can't keep up with my subscriber growth. So figure that out. Figure that out. Yeah, figure that out. Figure that out. I don't know what's going on there. I would say that would equal out to Noodle Dum Dum is a loser. That's what I think. Let's figure that out. That's what I figured that out to mean. And of course, then there's that noodle. Speaking of Noodles Dum Dum, he's got a lot of issues going on still. Still got a lot of issues going on. Going around harassing people, harassing women. Now, he went over and joined in yesterday. Of course, yesterday there was an issue with that stupid lady, PDX. I'll call her PDX Dum Dum. She was found the day before yesterday. She was came back over to John. She came back over to John's channel, begging around and trying to infiltrate again, trying to spy for Noodles Dum Dum and trying to get information so she could go back and report to Noodles Dum Dum. And of course, John asked me to be civil and nice to her, so I was. I was nice to her. I was civil. We got along okay. And then for a couple hours, and then when the chat was over, I went over to Bianca's stream just to see what was going on. I go over and listen. I don't type in there. I went over to see and listen, and I saw PDX Paranormal over there with her blue wrench, and she was talking with the people there and telling them, oh, I'm going to get a wrench one way or another over in John's chat because I'm going to get him back. Because, see, she thinks that John and Jeff H. were responsible for sending a fire truck to her house a week or so ago, whenever that was. She's convinced when the day that the fire truck was sent to her house with her and her husband there, and then they played off a trick scam and tried to make everybody think that she passed out, and her husband ran back in the house and said, oh my God, she's passed out by the fire truck. So he was supposedly ran all the way back in the house, what they say is a big 3,800 square foot house, and instead of attending to his wife outside by the fire truck, if she really had passed out, he ran all the way back in the house to turn off her computer and her stream and tell everybody, oh, she's passed. He ran back in the house to make all the drama and everything. So anyway, so I told John this yesterday, that what I saw at the stream, that she had said this. He goes, well, if she comes in here, I'm going to confront her about it. So sure enough, when we were talking about her, because she lurks in John's streams, she heard it or saw it or whatever, and she says, I didn't say. I said, John, she's going to say she didn't say it. She's going to lie and say she did not say it. I guarantee you. And of course, first thing she says, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Which I told John she was going to say. Because of course she's not going to admit that she said it. Because she's a liar. So first thing she says, I didn't say it. And then she said, a bad word to me, that she said a bad insult to me. And I said, no, nobody says that to me in my stream over here. No, Emmy, nobody says that. She goes, well, no, I didn't say that. I said, yeah, you did. And then she says, well, I wasn't even at Bianca's stream. I said, yeah, you were. She was trying to back it up every which way from Sunday. And then she says, well, I might have been at Noodle Stream. So I said, well, if you were at Noodle Stream, did you say it there? And she wouldn't say she didn't say it there. I said, okay, well, whichever. You said it. Wherever you said it, you said it. So she got into this big tirade, and she kept demanding to come up on the stream. I said, no, you're not coming up on the stream to come up here and scream and yell and lie more. No, you're not. Not going to do it. Not happening. The only way you can come up here is if you're going to apologize and admit what you said, and then we can, maybe move forward. And she started saying all these bad words again. No, no, we're not going to do that. Sorry. And so I said no. So she huffed off home. She kept calling me a liar. And so I said, no, you're not going to keep sitting here and call me a liar when I'm telling the truth. So you're going to be going on a 30-minute timeout to think about it and see what you can come up with. And of course, what she came up with was to go into a temper tantrum like she usually does. And she went over to her stream and she made up a stream that she's got the receipts. She's going to have a stream about the receipts. Well, dear, you didn't have no receipts about how you can prove that you didn't say it. You had every other thing you tried to show, which meant nothing. She's had some pretend receipts about her and Noodles talking to YouTube about subs, and that has nothing to do with that you said that on Bianca's stream. And you can bring 3 or 4 people up that are all pedophile supporters like you, and that is not going to be doing anything. We have proof of her doing so much. Yeah, we do. Tina Olson, thank you. Good to see you. Yeah, she just went crazy, and she went over there for 2.5, 3 hours, trashing me. She brought in guests that also hate me. They were dogpiling, bullying, harassing, all because she told a lie, and she got exposed. And I told John about it. He didn't like it, and she got embarrassed, and she had to go tell her master, Noodles Dum Dum, that she failed on the mission to get a wrench in there so she could f everything up. She wasn't successful on that. I hope you're having a good night, Tina. Yeah, she's a bad person. And then she proceeded to go into the thing, her thing of the. She pulls up the social blade thing and tries to say that the social blade proves that I bought subs for my husband, and I bought subs for myself. And she even is so psyched out and crazy. She said I bought subs for Noodles Dum Dum, my stalker of 5.5 years now. Really? Really? I hate to tell you, hon, but that Social Blade shows where people have gained subs. Gained. 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 Show me on that page where it says anything about anybody purchasing anything. It does not. You misrepresent what the information on that page shows. And most people that don't know what it talks about anyway is just accepting what you say. And they should look at it more closely because you're a liar. LIAR, liar. Liar, liar. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We appreciate you coming by. Come on in. Yes, that's PDX Paranormal. She's a liar. She lies about what's on those Social Blade pages. She lied about not going back over to Bianca's and tell everyone she was trying to get a wrench over at John Camillo's page. She was. She said she was. She kept saying she needed a protection wrench. I said, no, you don't. I'll make sure nobody times you out. No need for a protection wrench. Comedy Flu says, why do a liar and lawyer seem so much alike? Why is that? Why is that, Comedy Flu? Welcome to the stream. I thank everybody for coming in. Tina Olson says her husband is disgusting. You should see screenshots I have. He has some dark fetishes. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, he looks kind of gross. Let's see. I'm going to put my link in here for you guys, and I would appreciate anybody that hasn't already subbed to please sub up. I'm trying to reach 10,000. I'm over 9,000 now, and I appreciate everyone that has helped with, with subscriptions. What kind of dark fetishes does he have? There's the link, guys. Oh, wow, Alice. Welcome. Thank you, Alice. Some interesting people have won membership. Come on in, everybody. Yeah, we're talking about that lady PDX Paranormal and what her issues are. She's got had a tantrum for 2 or 3 hours over there. Called in all of her boys and all of her crazy people and all of her paranormal experts. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's going on Got all those guys over there acting wacky. And then, of course, we got showed up over at the PDX place trying to cause problems and tell lies and stories that are fake. Was that Noodles Dum Dum? He was trying to tell a story that when he and I were in a relationship, that I went around and said that I had a baby named Vincent, and was telling her, and to actually be truthful, that was a story that Noodles Dum Dum made up. I had nothing to do with it because, of course, I never had a baby with him. He wanted me to have a baby with him, and he's the person that went around telling that story. So, see, he's trying to flip that narrative now. When PDX is looking for dirt, he's making dirt up. Demetrius DeMarcus said fentanyl is a drug. I think fentanyl is the drug of choice of Dorian Gray. I hear she takes that. The doctor cut her off of her regular opiates. And speaking of people who take opiates, that PDX Paranormal is an opiate addict. But she gets the opiates free from her doctor. She gets directed opiate doses. It works great for you? Well, that's good. That's good. If it works for you, I guess that's good. But yeah, that Noodles Dum Dum was over there at the PDX place trying to push this narrative and tell her this all this fake stuff and tell her that that I stole $4,000 from Camillo, which I gave 4,000 to him. But of course, all this stuff is from years ago. So Noodles is sitting over there telling her all this stuff, that's all false. And of course, she believed she didn't care whether it's true or not. She's gonna accept it because she's looking for trash. She's talking trash. So she is trash. She is trash. Her and her husband on fixed income, so they're trash. All they do is get a little fixed income in, and they get a little money from YouTube. Their views are down, so they like to trash me and John, so they can try to get a little extra views because we're the hot topic of the area now. So that she loves it when she can trash John and myself because her little scam didn't work out trying to get a wrench over at John so she can get back at John and Jeff for whatever she thinks is the perception of why the reason that the fire truck showed up at her house. I know a doctor in Alabama and it works out really well. Well, yeah, you also have an Adderall prescription. Well, that's good. I'm glad it works out for you. Yeah, Tina Olson said, yes, Emmy is bad on pain pills. They know her at every hospital. I heard she has a pain doctor to a pain clinic. That's the only place she can get prescribed anymore because she's run through so many doctors. And she's a pain addict, and she can only, I guess, the hospital ERs and stuff turn her away. So she has to only go to this pain clinic to be able to get any prescriptions for her opiates that she takes. And that's why she acts so crazy. She's high on opiates most of the time. Yeah, that's what I hear. But yeah, she was just going on and on and on. Bitch, you just got to expose. Just admit what you said. It's not that big a deal. Because we saw that what you said. We know what you did. I said, yeah, I did that. Own up to it. Be an adult. Take responsibility for your actions. Because now you're not going to be welcome back there. And then she went on to say a lot of other horrible things that went over the line. And so I inducted her to the CBW club. She is in the CBW club now. Yep, she is. So she can join her friends and she can be in there and she can stay in there and she can stay over there wherever they stay with them because nobody wants her over by John's house. Nobody wants her there. She won't be welcomed back. John welcomed her back after the last time she messed up. He welcomed her back and he asked me to be nice to her, and I was. I was nice to her for a whole chat, and then finished the chat and she went right over to Bianca's and said, "I'm going to get him. I'm going to get a wrench one way or another." Welcome, Mike Earl. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. They know her at every hospital. Emmy is bad on pain pills. Oh my gosh. Well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. I'm doing fabulous tonight. Thank you so much. Tina Olson said Mike is a buddy and also a victim of Emmy and he and her husband's harassment. Well, yeah, they were harassing me today. And then she finally, after about 2.5, 3 hours, said, "Okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and close out." And her husband goes, "No, let's just keep going. Let's do a marathon." I'm thinking, she's been harassing and bullying and trashing me for 2.5, 3 hours. And then the husband says, "Oh, no, let's keep going." I'm thinking, don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. Tina Olson said Emmy tried to get Mike and his wife Belinda kicked out and homeless, and they were evil. We will get them off this app. Yeah, it's just crazy for her to come up and do something like that. I didn't do anything to her. She was mad at my husband and his friend Jeff for whatever they did or didn't do. I was not even over at her chat, but she takes it out on me. The typical. Because I called her out, I exposed her. Yep, she doesn't like being called out, that's for sure. That's what I figured out. And that's the second time she's done that. Second time. So she's a little wacky crazy or something. I'm not sure. I'm not going to deal with her. I've written her into the CBW club and she's no longer welcome at my chats. So Tina Olson said Emmy tried to get Mike and his wife homeless and evil. We're going to get them off this app. Mike said, "Oh, yeah, I hit the bell." Good. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you guys signing up. Let me put the link here one more time for anybody new that's come in. Oh, yeah, that's not it. I thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate all the subscribers and everyone that has subscribed and all my supporters. I thank you so much. I'm getting a lot of subscribers. And please, everybody, if you have a chance, go by and look at some of my Bible verses. I do one every morning. I've been doing them each morning for Lent. And I've been reading some from Genesis, some from Psalms, from Ruth, and from Revelation. Oh, good. Come on. Have her come on in. I'd love to meet her. But yeah, I've been doing one Bible verse each morning and as my part for Lent. Actually, I'm Jewish, but I also follow Catholicism, and I do both because my late husband was a Catholic, and we followed that for over 20 years. So I do both. We celebrated Christmas all the time, and we did Hanukkah and Christmas. So we do both. Yeah, thank you for coming in, Tina, and bringing your friend Mike and everybody. I appreciate. I want to meet everybody. Yeah, I want to have friends from all over, and I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I'm not going to be harassed by that lady, and I call her a lady very loosely, very loosely. Come here. Very loosely. Now let's wonder, will King Camilo appear tonight? I don't know. I think he might be asleep. He worked real hard today. We always have that poll to see if the King Camilo is going to appear tonight. Will King Camilo appear tonight? Let's take a vote and see what you guys think. Is he going to appear in the chat tonight? Maybe, maybe not. We can only hope. Make a vote, everyone. Come on in, everybody. Everybody's welcome. Then we've got, of course, we've got the Orca. It's the fake girlfriend of Noodles Dum Dum. Fake girlfriend. She's over on her place. She still doesn't have a vehicle. Her vehicle's still up on blocks. She drove it into the ground. She had a brakeman at the brake shop tell her months and months ago, hey, lady, you got to have these brakes worked on. She ground the pads and the rotors, and then he said, lady, you're going to have a problem. We got to get these brakes worked on. But she was too busy going around and drinking alcohol and smoking weed. She was doing all that stuff and passing out in parking lots in the middle of the night. So she's having all that fun with all that stuff. So she was doing that. And she didn't care anything about it. She was driving her children around with half the value of brakes. She didn't really have any brake power. To the problem where she ended up almost driving through the plate glass window of 7-Eleven. Hello, Misfit Queen, Mafia Queen. Yeah, and I do give her, she at least had the wherewithal when she realized she had no brakes at all and almost went through the window at 7-Eleven. She did call her ex-husband and to come get the children. At least she did that. But now she's got a problem because she has no brakes, no money, no money. She gave $25,000 after she sold her house with her ex-husband. She gave $25,000 to Noodles Dum Dum. So now she has no money to fix her car or buy a new car. She has no money for nothing. I'm from America on the Gulf Coast near the Gulf of Mexico. How about you? Where are you from? And she has no money to do anything. Of course, Noodle Dum Dum won't even give him $5 to help for a donation. He's socked that money away in his 401k, away in a retirement account, so no one can get it, even if they sue him for anything. Because that's how he does it. That's how he works it. He protects all the money he has from Deeza. Okay, well, welcome. Well, you're welcome here. Be sure and sub up if you have a moment. We thank you for coming in. Everyone's welcome here. Thank you for coming. But her car's up on blocks. She doesn't have any way to get another car or nothing. So she doesn't have a way. She's trying to raise money, and she has run out of income stream. She gets $2,500 a month from her ex-husband for child support just for two children. Plus, she gets $1,500 of food stamps. That's $4,000 a month. She has no rent. She lives in the pool house behind her people's little house. No utilities, no bills, no nothing. 4K coming in, and she feels like she doesn't have enough money. Well, I guess weed is expensive. I guess it is. I don't know. I've never done that myself. No, we're not serious. I knew you were joking. Obviously. You're still welcome here, HM. But anyway, she figures she needs another income stream. We call her the Orca, the fake girlfriend of Noodles Dum Dum, because she's huge. She was almost 300 pounds. You can see a picture of her on my community tab of my page. Be sure and vote in the poll, guys. What do you think King Camilla is going to show up tonight? Anyway, yeah, she's over 300 pounds, and now she's trying to come up with an extra income stream. So you know what she's doing? She's trying to take applications for men to send her sperm so she can impregnate herself. But she's already told them to be sure to know I'm going to get you for child support. So she can get an extra child support coming in. And she wants it immediately, even while she's pregnant. While she's pregnant. Nice to meet you, Misfit Mafia Queen. Lovely that you're here. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. I do. So we got this lady who's running out of money with 4,000 coming in with no bills. And she wants to know what's going on. And you can get lost, you cretin. And tell your little wife over there that she's a liar. She's a liar and a misrepresenter. There he is, guys. There he is. Bye-bye, troll. We don't allow trolls over here. You don't like it when I talk about her when she's over there talking about me for 3 hours. I didn't go over there and interrupt her. Why are you coming over here trying to interrupt me? You're unwanted here. You're trash. You're below me. So get lost. Bye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you can call me what you want, but your wife now is a CBW. And you know what that means, J Mac. You put her out on the corner, I hear. You run her on the corner. But she doesn't make much money from what I heard. That's just what I heard. I can't attest to it myself. But she's a liar and a misrepresenter, and she's not going to get another chance to try to take revenge on Noodles, on John Camillo. She's not. Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. But thanks for the view. Thanks for the view, J Mac. You loser. Sorry your views are down over there. Do a couple more days where you trash on me and bring in all the people that are going to come, all the pedophile supporters. You have pedophiles on your channel. Bring me in over there and have them trash me and John. And I hope that helps your channel. Yeah, my girl. Come over here and try to disrupt my. You're not going to disrupt my stream. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Sorry, Charlie. You're a giant sea cow yourself there, J-Mac, from what I heard. I heard that you're worse than that. I'm not going to say it on here. Hope you're having a good night, Mike Earl. Thank you for coming in. I do thank you. Does he attack you too, Misfit Mafia Queen? That's terrible. Yeah, they were attacking me all afternoon over there on her stream, just because I called her out, and I happened to see her over on another stream, saying that she's going to try to get a wrench on John's to get him back. She has some sort of problem, and she thinks that John and or Jeff did something to her. I don't know what they did or what happened. I had no part of anything. I wasn't over on her channel. I never been over there on her channel. So she needs to just forget about it. Yeah, J-Mac was stalking over here, wasn't he? J-Mac was a pig with Derek, really. Yeah, J-Mac is a stalker. He's a pure stalker. How many accounts does he have? Well, see, I had already blocked her accounts, so she couldn't come in here to try to disrupt my stream. So he's bringing his accounts in. What a champ. Pardon me. John Smith. Oh, that's a real generic name. Well, I'm Lolly Camillo, and this is how I stream. This is my logo picture. I've been here for 8 years. I don't go on cam. Do you go on cam, John Smith? If you do, I'll come over and watch your stream. J-Mac is a deviant. That guy is bad. And someone mentioned he's hitting on Patsy Gronsky. Oh my goodness, he's hitting on Patsy Gronsky. Does he like that sort of thing? Oh, really? Wow. Okay, we got 25 votes over here. It says, will King Camillo appear tonight? And the votes are saying no, 60% no. But it does kind of seem like he might be sleeping. So I'm going to end the poll with 27 votes. Still says no. 63% no. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Thank you guys for voting. We appreciate it. 27%. 62% says no. So King Camille, prove him wrong. Come on up if you're awake. Sometimes he worked real hard today. He might be already asleep. J-Mac is a deviant person. You want to be bad, you can make it look worse. Cleveland Brown Pen, hey, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. J Mac is a deviant. You know what? J Mac starts fights in his neighborhood too. Does he really? He seems like he's a really mean person, yeah. I know she was about trying to stop after 2.5, 3 hours. She was trying to stop the stream. And he came in there and said, no, no, keep it up. Keep a marathon stream going all day. And she was barely awake. I think the drugs were hitting her. And he was like, no, no, keep going. And she's like, oh, you know, I don't know. I turned it off. I don't know if they were still talking or not. He makes noise and stuff. Okay. Over a dog. Oh, wow. Wow. How are you tonight, Cleveland Brown fan? Cleveland said PDX was called in by Noodles because the court date with DNF's made was today. Noodles told PDX to run interference so John doesn't stream the trial. Well, yeah, we were going to stream the trial. Did you see the trial? Did he stream the trial? I didn't see he streamed the trial either. For almost 20 years, he's been on YouTube. Why haven't we ever heard of him? Funny. Yeah, true. Do you know what happened in the trial today, Cleveland? Give us a report. Yeah, somebody said it was tomorrow, but I heard him say that it was today. So I don't know. J Mac is a deviant FUC something something. Why hasn't he mentioned Tennessee guy or the uncle from hell? They look like his cousins. Cleveland Brown fan says, I hope it's tomorrow because if it was today, PDS was successful to make sure we didn't watch it. Well, we can still watch it. We might just not have been able to watch it live. But Jeff is going to get the link for us because we can watch it. He can get the link from the administrator of the court and we can watch it on Zoom at any time. Jeff had the date. It might be the 19th. I thought it was the 19th, which would be tomorrow. But what he's going to, Noodles is trying to act like the big shot. He's going to have somebody have PDX. That John wasn't even watching PDX or anything. He wasn't doing anything. We could have at any time switched and gone to the feed of the court. Cleveland said, didn't Jeff H. expose that J Mac and PDX stalked and attacked some women's children? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Cleveland said Noodle's plan is to drag zombies and other people's names into it like John. I bet it is. He tries to muddy everything up and get everybody involved. And like today when he was trying to bring all this stuff in and tell PDX that I told everybody that I had a child with him named Vincent and I was no, he's trying to flip the script again, Cleveland. He's the person that told everybody that he's the person that wished to have a child with me and told everybody that I had a child with him named Vincent. That was his story. And now he's trying to flip it around and say that I said that. I never said that. Play a clip where I ever said anything like that. There is not one because I never said it. There are many clips of you saying that, though. He's just a liar and a misrepresenter, just like his girlfriend, the fake girlfriend, the orca, and his other fake person over here, PDX, who lies and cheats and steals. Cleveland said he posted screenshots of him talking to YouTube support, and YouTube support didn't want to send him an email in writing about how his channel would get deleted. He posted screenshots of him talking to YouTube support, and YouTube support didn't want to send him an email in writing about how his channel will not get deleted. Will never get deleted. Because they're not going to tell him anybody their channel's never going to get deleted, because his channel's going to get deleted. When they do an audit, his channel will get terminated. Because nobody gets 53,000 views in 4 hours. Give me a break, Cleveland. Give me a break. Yeah, my girl says hashtag ban PDX. Yep, she's a trasher and a misrepresenter and a liar. LIAR. Ban PDX the liar. JMac is a deviant. FU something. Ban PDX and JMac. Yep, that sounds good. Filthy JMac is a filthy person who pretends to care about special people. Wow. Yeah. What was Noodle Dum Dum crazy, Cleveland? He thought he could get YouTube to send him an email to say that they'll never delete his channel? He's a lunatic, man. JMac is a deviant said, what amazes me is that JMac is retired and has put on a normal facade for many years. He supposedly coached baseball? You gotta be kidding me. He looks like a homeless biker or something. He looks like a loser, man. Loser. I can't even believe that. You gotta have got that wrong. Really, you got that wrong, right? You just made that up, right? Coach baseball? You're making it up. You are making it up, Jay Mac is a deviant. You're making that up. You gotta be. You're trying to prank me, huh? He looks like a homeless biker. For heck. Goodness. Afraid not. Okay, okay. I hope you like the chat, J Mac. You're not allowed to participate because you're a loser. Yeah, he's watching. He's sitting over there fuming. You're not allowed to participate here. I didn't participate over your wife's little failing channel. J Mac was a deviant. Said, "Glad I didn't have him as a coach." Well, I'm glad you didn't. You probably would have been ended up as a terrible player if you'd had him as a coach. That old homeless deviant. Probably. Well, good. I'm glad you didn't have him. You didn't have him and didn't ruin your baseball career. That's good. Well, going on to the next person, we also have a guy over in the crazy Boit poo over the cuckoo's nest. We had a guy named the Berg Show. We call him the Bergs. He's another person that goes around and trashes people for no reason. He trashes me and other women. Yeah. He trashes women mostly. He hates women. He had a girlfriend, a fake girlfriend that he never really met. He had talked to her and talked to her for 2 or 3, 4 years. A couple times. Yeah, he's cuckoo for money. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, that's for sure. And one time, actually 2 times, two different people paid the money because his girlfriend lived in Iowa and he lived in Seattle. And he didn't have much money because he doesn't have a job. So somebody two different times paid the airfare for him to fly over to Iowa so he could go see her and meet her because they never met in person. They always were just talking on the phone and stuff. Come on. But the first time that they sent the money, he took that money and he drank it up with his steel reserve. Thank you. Welcome back, Demetrius DeMarcus. He drank that money up on his steel reserve and he didn't go see her. So another month later or so goes by and somebody else sent the money again, thinking you better go, we want you to go meet the lady. So again, sent the money, steel reserve. So he got more steel reserve and he has a little race car bed in his bedroom up in his parents' house. He lives in his parents' house. And he has one of those little race car beds, a red one. And he sits in his race car bed and he's got a little table there with his steel reserves. And he holds onto his steering wheel and he drinks. And he drank the other money up for the plane ticket again, two different times. Bergs, Cleveland Brown said, I don't buy that Bergs doesn't have money. I think he hoards it and acts like he never has any. He's probably thinking about his future, saving as much money as possible. When they die, he can keep. Well, yeah, my friend Jilly Jill, who died, she told me Bergs has over $40,000 in his savings account. So you are correct, sir. You are correct. He already had, at that time, a year ago, he had $40,000 saved up. That's what my Jilly Jill told me. But yeah, my girlfriend Jilly Jill, yeah, the house will, I'm sure, be divided, but you got to remember there are 5 siblings. So he's not just going to get the house because he lives there. There are 5 siblings that will be divided amongst, if they're all in the will or all in the list of it. There are 5 of them. And I'm sure that it would have to be sold and, the proceeds divided between them. But anyway, my girlfriend Jilly Jill, she became very ill. This is back, a year and a half ago, and she got real ill. And he did keep encouraging her to go to the hospital to get checked. She didn't want to go to the hospital. She said she was going to try to get over it herself. And of course, he couldn't go to see her, go to help her, go to do anything for her. And she's got more and more ill. Misfit Mafia Queen. She got very sick. She was coughing and, had got pneumonia or some sort. She was very sick. And she got bad off, and he kept telling her she needed to go to the OR or to the ER. She needed to call 911. She didn't want to do that. He just didn't do anything for her, didn't do anything to help her. Yeah, he tore her down. Bergs tore her down when she was at her lowest health-wise. He didn't do anything to help her. Didn't do anything other than scream at her and tell her she needed to go to the doctor. Now, I know when I was ill around the same time, my husband, he called 911 from many states away, and they came and they helped me, and they got me to the hospital and got me the care I needed and saved my life. But, he didn't care enough about Jilly Jill to do that. Didn't care. He just sat in his little race car bed, his little red race car bed with his steel reserves, and drank himself into oblivion while his fake girlfriend died. She died on the floor alone. Alone. She was alone, Cleveland. She died alone. All alone. And the ambulance people and police found her when they finally came into her apartment for a welfare check. They found her dead on the floor. Now, that should never have happened. That should never have happened, everybody. Should never have happened. Never. If he couldn't have come there himself, he should have called 911 and had the people go break her door in so they could go in there and help her and bring her to the hospital, and she would still be alive today. She was a lovely lady. She was one of my best friends, and I miss her every day. I miss her every day. I miss her every day. R.I.P. Jilly Jill. R.I.P. R.I.P. Jilly Jill. She's a sweetheart. She died right about Valentine's Day. Cleveland Brown fan said Corey said on his last stream that nobody really cares about you on here. John even says nobody is your friend here. Look how Krista backstabbed you when you were helping her family. Well, plenty of people care about me. I have plenty of supporters and people, fans and subscribers. I get plenty of emails, letters, and comments all the time. Yeah, I have a few haters. I don't have a problem with that. You got to have a lot of haters to have a lot of lovers. Misfit Mafia Queen said, my daughter died alone. We can tell you about that later. I bet her and her husband are so proud of what you've become. Misfit Mafia Queen, because he is dirt. Yep. J Mac is a deviant, said no one cares. What it shows you is he's a bad person. Yep. Your daughter died alone. Which one is J Mac? Oh, I know Jill didn't want to go to the hospital, but you can make a person go to the hospital. You have 911 go to her house. He didn't call 911. So she didn't want to go to the hospital, so you just let her die? You think that's a good plan, horse rider? What are you, Bergs? Bruh, welcome, bruh. Says, good evening. My name is Jason Newstead. I'm Metallica's former bassist. I personally knew Miss Clifford Lee Burton after the crash. I was pretty upset. Well, welcome to the stream. She didn't want him to call 911. It doesn't matter if she wanted him to call 911 because she's dead now. Do you understand, horse rider? She is DEAD dead. I don't care what she wanted. Somebody needed to care enough about her to call 911 and get her help, like my husband did for me. Nobody cared enough about her, especially her fake boyfriend, the Bergs, who is probably you since you're saying all this. She didn't want him to call 911. Well, nobody wants anybody to call 911, and I already said she didn't want him to call 911. I told everyone that. You have to go over and above somebody not wanting you to call 911. I didn't want my husband to call 911, but he called it anyway because he loves me that much, and he saved my life. Bergs, he didn't love Jill that much, and he didn't save her life because she's dead. DEAD dead. R.I.P. Jill. R.I.P. She could be here tonight. if not for that loser, Bergs. Loser. 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 Okay, horse rider. That means you're Bergs. Goodbye. Tired of hearing your foolishness. You're repeating everything I've already said. Do I happen to know Abe Cunningham? He's one of your friends. No, I do not know Abe Cunningham. I'm sorry. Come on in, everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you have a moment, please be sure to sub up. There's my link for the subscriptions. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing. Thank you. Hello, Josh. Josh G, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little chill stream here. We're doing Boy Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We're talking about people, places, and things around the Boyd community. Welcome. J. Mick is a deviant. Are you Melton John? He possibly could be. You never know. Melton John hangs around over here. Boyd is called a bottom of YouTube. It's a community where a lot of people hang out together. Yeah, Cleveland said, I agree with your name. J Mac is a deviant. Yep. What is the Boyd about? It's like all the bottom feeders on YouTube get together and fight with each other. It's called the bottom of YouTube. Yep, we fuss and we fight and we have fun and we play around with each other and then we make up sometimes and then we fight again and people make, some people, not me, but some people make skits and make up fake uh, fights with their boyfriend and stuff like that. They try to make up stuff, false stuff for views. So some people are pretty desperate for views. Not me, but some people are. And then we got, speaking of views, we got this one guy over there named Noodle Dum Dum who's buying views, or either him or somebody's buying views for his channel. Doesn't matter who's buying them, whether he is or somebody else, because it's from his channel and he's responsible. Nobody's going to convince anybody. Everybody already knows that nobody's but getting 53,000 views in a 4 hour period. And he's a loser and he's buying views and he's going to get caught. He's going to get caught either on a routine audit or several different people have been reporting the fact that this is fake view buying. It's fraudulent. It's against YouTube. It's against the advertisers. It's fraud. It's not fair to the other creators who are doing it in the honest way, the fair and even way. And, he can say, oh, I got this many, I got that many. No, you didn't. I don't care if you're buying subs because that's not against terms of service, but it is against terms of service to buy views. And you can say, oh, I didn't buy it. Well, it doesn't matter if you bought them or not. You're aware of them being bought. And you can say, oh, I called YouTube and told, doesn't matter. You doing your cover work, huh? Good luck on that. Because what you're doing is blatant. It is blatant. I don't know how you buy them. I can go to one of those places where you sign up and buy them. I don't know. I don't know how they do it exactly, but they do. But it's strictly against the rules. It's against terms of service. You're defrauding YouTube and the advertisers on YouTube, and you're being unfair to all the other YouTube creators because everybody else thinks that that person had 50 something thousand views in 4 hours, which they didn't. They bought 50,000 views. Maybe 50,000 views went through their thing, but that doesn't mean that that was actually happening. And it'll get caught. It'll be done. It'll get caught. And then where will they be? His channel will just go poop in the middle of the night. Because this isn't the type of thing when they actually catch it on an audit or whatever, they won't just give him a strike. They will terminate his channel for fraud. It'll be done. It'll be over. OVA. 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 Yep. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. We had a good stream. We talked about all the usual characters. We talked about all the boy people flying over the cuckoo's nest. Because there's a lot of people around here who are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Good night.